Hello Rangers and welcome to Ranger Ruby YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be going over my trip to Hawaii. So there are two things that I want to say before I continue the rest of the vlog. The first thing is that as of right now, this will be my last Ranger Ruby video. I'm not saying never again will I post another YouTube video, but I am saying that for right now, Ranger Ruby is going to stop making continual videos just because of where I am in life right now and the purpose that the channel officially served at the beginning. It's not really serving that purpose now anymore. So I wanted to go out with something really, really fun, really, really big, and something that I worked really, really hard on for you guys. So the second thing about this trip is that it lasted from June 1st to June 9th or June 10th, June 11th, if you count travel days. And it was a cruise that my family took in Hawaii. We visited 4 islands over the course of a week, basically. Now, this video wouldn't be complete if I failed to mention part of the reason why this trip wasn't entirely complete. So for my last Ranger Ruby video ever, I would like to dedicate it to Grandpa. I miss you so much, and I wish you could have gone on this trip. And I'm not going to say much more because I don't want to be dramatic, but I really miss you. Okay, now watch the video. Have fun! Day one started in Tampa with my entire family and our matching t-shirts. And we went from Tampa to LA to Honolulu on the island of Oahu. Both of those were 5 to 6 hour flights. From the Honolulu airport, we went on a little tram bus guided ride to our hotels, and we got settled in and then went to dinner. And then after dinner, we just watched the sunset and walked around for a bit, preparing for our next day. Okay, so day 2 is very packed. Here I am filling up my water bottle. They have all these reusable water bottle stations everywhere, at least on the island of Oahu. We went on a little car ride to this place on kind of the other side of the island where we started our first adventure. Here you can see we are boarding a boat, and on that boat we are about to go, I believe it was about 3 miles out onto the coast, and we are going to swim with sharks. So how they do it is they have this cage that you enter, and then they kind of let the cage drift away a bit, and you've got this snorkel gear on so you can go underwater and see the sharks. They don't necessarily feed the sharks, but the sound of the motors has kind of Pavlov dog trained the sharks to think that there's food, and so they come and they swim around the area. They're 100% safe sharks. They don't eat people. I actually don't think any sharks eat people, so it was a lot of fun and one of the coolest experiences. From there, we drove our rental cars to get something quick to eat, and then a small group of us had signed up for surfing lessons, and that was our next stop. I I don't have any videos at all of me surfing except this random one in slow motion, but just know that it was a lot of fun, a lot of work, and I have so much respect for that sport. You guys, I wasn't kidding when I said it was a busy day. From surfing, we went straight to the Dole Plantation, which is where they grow Dole pineapples, and we got Dole Whip, which is something that we had on our bucket list.
Like 1 through 10?
Yeah.
Well,
So wait, first tell us what you got, and then rate it.
I mean, it looks pretty bad right now. I got just the regular Dole Whip in a cup, but I got a little bit of strawberry syrup, which I think is the key. That way the strawberry's not overwhelming. You really want the pineapple to shine. You want that to be the primary flavor.
Exactly.
1 through 10. The strawberry syrup has actually like chunks of strawberry in it, like halves of like strawberry that are kind of wilted and grody though. If it didn't have that, it wouldn't be bad because actual flavor is good. I just don't like the texture of like, the mushed strawberries. So I give it like a 7 out of 10.
Honestly, yeah, I got just the plain Dole Whip, and I give it a 7 out of 10.
All right, I'll be right back. Don't let anybody get my Dole Whip.
I will not. Yeah. And based on expectations, like I came in here expecting nothing, and I'm pleasantly surprised.
I came in here expecting a lot more, and I'm not disappointed, but it didn't meet the.
It didn't like exceed.
I set too high of expectations.
After that, we went in this maze that the plantation had, and I didn't really get it or understand it. I think most of us just gave up after a while with the maze. I appear to have gotten lost in the maze. I've gotten 2 of these little stencils you're supposed to get. Jackson.
What?
But yeah, we hung out for a bit. The weather in Hawaii is actually perfect. I got incredibly sunburned. Like, this was the worst sunburn that I got on the entire trip, and that was from out surfing for 2 hours. We explored the gift shop, and then we drove home, or at least back to the hotel, not necessarily home. After that, we went to this literal hole-in-the-wall taco shop place, and once again watched an incredibly beautiful sunset. So day 2 was our last day on Oahu. We started by packing up our suitcases, and then we're going to head over and see Pearl Harbor, and then we are going to go on and join our cruise. But first, quick stop at a local convenience store and Starbucks. What did you get?
Ada got me an iced tea.
Are you gonna slurp it up?
I'm actually saving it for the ride to Pearl Harbor.
Who do you think's gonna win the Stanley Cup? The Vegas Golden Knights or the Florida Panthers?
Florida Panthers.
We need our protected wildlife corridor for the Florida Panthers.
I think the Golden Knights are going to win, but I want the Panthers to win.
Solid.
Panthers.
Who do you think's gonna win the Stanley Cup? The Vegas Golden Knights or the Florida Panthers?
Let's go with the Florida Panthers.
I'm trying to think of of anything that is I'm trying to think of anything that I care less about.
I think that the Florida Panthers are going to win the Stanley Cup. Going to win the Stanley Cup. The Vegas Golden Knights or the Florida Panthers?
The people who don't watch the game are the real winners. The real winners. The people who don't care and pay no attention.
Panthers are endangered.
Who do you think's going to win the Stanley Cup? Yeah, the Golden Knights did win in 5, but at the time I didn't know that, so back to my happiness. We visited Pearl Harbor, which was our first national park of the trip. We first explored the area, the gift shop. I got my passport stamp. We explored museums and the memorials that they had around the site. we got to board the USS Arizona. But before we did that, we had a park ranger talk to us and explain to us some of what was going on, and then we rode over on a boat. I'm going to play to you some of what the park ranger said to us during his talk, and you can listen to that while you look at the video clips.
1941, Imperial Japan did attack the island of Oahu. It's very important to remember that not just the ships in the harbor were being attacked that day. Every single military installation all the way around the island was being bombed or strife with machine gun fire at the same time. Pearl Harbor, Hickam, Schofield, Fort Shafter, Wheeler, Eva, Delos, and Kaneohe Bay Naval Air Station, now Marine Corps Base, everywhere was being obliterated at the same time. There were, however, over 148 naval vessels in the harbor behind me. 21 of them would have been badly damaged, 10 of them were sunk, 4 of them were battleships. Those battleships would have been the USS Utah, USS West Virginia, the USS Oklahoma, and the USS Arizona. The USS Arizona would take a 16-inch naval shell. That bomb would penetrate in between gun turret 1 and 2 at about 8:06 in the morning. The bomb would go 5 decks below, inside of the Arizona, and end up in the forward magazine, which contained over 1 million pounds of black smokeless powder that morning. When that bomb erupted, all of that powder would go off at the same time. It would engulf almost the entire ship in flames. In the initial explosion, over 900 men would lose their lives. The total loss of life on board the USS Arizona was 1,177 men. When you walk into the shrine room on the memorial, you'll be reading their names carved into the wall. You may notice that many of the names on that wall have the same last name. That is because there were 38 sets of brothers stationed aboard that ship. 23 full sets of brothers remain on board to this day, as well as a father and son that gave their lives together, and a 16-year-old man that lied about his age to join the Navy. While you're there, folks, it's important to remember that all of these men's friends, families, and loved ones have never had another place in the world to mourn the loss of these men. They must stand over a sunken battleship to do so. We get the honor and the privilege to share it with them. Please do it peacefully, respectfully, and quietly. Please silence your cell phones now, and do not use your phone for anything other than the camera until you get back to shore.
The memorial was beautiful, incredibly well done, and extremely emotionally impactful. After that, you can see we were exploring a submarine that is also at the site next to the ship. From here, we moved on and boarded our cruise, and that marked the end of day 2.
Think about how this is a boat.
Yes.
But but look at it. This is not a boat. Why is it Russian? It's hot.
Day 2 was very simple, but one of our favorites from the trip. We are on the island of Maui now, and we start out the day with a beach trip. Next, we're leaving the cruise again, and we're going to Haleakala National Park. This is our second national park of the trip, one of my favorites. By the time we got to the visitor center, it was closed, but we were able to pick up a junior ranger booklet. We are ascending up the mountain and we are planning to watch the sunset above the clouds. I'm going to leave it to you guys to watch some of the clips, but as you'll notice on the way back down, it's getting brighter because we're going back underneath the clouds where the sun still is. No.
What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
All right, so this is day 2 on Maui, day 4 of the entire trip. And today was an all-day excursion that was probably my favorite thing we did the entire trip, and that is snorkeling. So we got on a bus ride and we rode out to this one company. We stopped at 2 different locations in order to snorkel, and there are 2 different ways that I got the videos that you are going to see underwater, and that is through my phone, which was in a Ziploc waterproof pouch so I could take videos, and they actually also sold us underwater video cameras. Some of them are from my perspective, some of them are from my dad's, some are my brother-in-law. I hope you enjoy.
Sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets
This is the bathroom, just in case anybody forgets.
But if you don't want to tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight.
Day 5, we are now on the Big Island in Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. No, it's visitor center time! Volcano!
Daddy, go. Daddy, go.
Are you learning?
Are you being educated?
She is Pele, goddess of fire. Pele Aihonua, Pele who devours the land. She is Pele, goddess of volcanoes. Pele Onuamea, Pele, the sacred earth person. When she stirs, new lands are born of eruptions.
Oh yeah. You can look there. You can see that's the world's biggest anthill. Think about it, Justin. That's where your mom.
I already started it. Here, do you want it this way? No, this way, this way. No, other way. This was a very personal dream of mine to visit this national park. It was one of the first national parks I ever wrote a letter to and got a response from, so I was very excited to visit here. We mostly spent the day hiking around and seeing different areas of the park. Here we are doing this little half-mile loop that led to a lava tube or lava tunnel, so the cave that we are entering was actually carved out by the volcano. We spent a lot of the day driving around and seeing a lot of lava rocks. Unfortunately, we did not see any lava flows ourselves, but the day after we were here, a giant lava flow started in the park, so we missed it by one day.
How many times you get knocked down? Oh, that's all right.
Pain is temporary.
Pain heals, chicks take scars, and glory lasts forever.
What's that? Miracle?
Replacements.
Oh, replacement.
The whole island is just entirely made of this volcano, so there are so many lava rocks, there are so many different textures in the rock. It is incredibly cool to see, and also we got to see literal steam just coming out of the ground because it is an active volcano. Day 6 of the trip, we are still on the big island. We are now at Kona, and we had to go over on these little boats from the cruise to the shore, and from there we went to our first stop, which was the black sand beaches. At the black sand beach, we saw turtles, and the sand, which is made of lava rocks, was blazing hot because of the color and the sun. After a while at the black sand beach, however, there's not much to do, so on the way there we saw this little market, so we stopped there on the way back. I think most of us got something, and I got this little bowl made out of a vinyl that now sits on my desk and holds garbage.
I got an iPhone camera. I love to take photographs.
These guys. He's gonna crack it open.
Is it good?
Just take a spoon and eat all the white stuff out of it. Yeah.
Mama don't take my coat to throw away. Mama don't take my coat to throw away. Mama don't take my coat. 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 Mama don't take my coat.
Sophie, she just took a bite out of the crayon.
Today is day 7 and we're on the island of Kauai, and it is our last day of excursions. This was both a kayak and a hike to a waterfall. It was guided, and it was about a 2-mile kayak and a 1-mile hike one way.
We got that summer love vibe, driving down to LA with the sunroof down and no plans to stay. I want you to feel the same as I do.
This was by far the most tropical island that we'd been on, and you can watch as we had to hike a various amounts of terrain, including crossing rivers, but I think in the end it was worth it.
Driving on these Cali scenes. Oh, all I wanna do is to be with you. The 99 things on a bucket list that we can do. Oh, I was always dreaming about somebody like you, out in California with oh nothing to do. But I don't need nobody else, man, it's so us too. I said, oh, if you want, 'cause I've been thinking about your love. I'm wondering if you feel the same as me. I said, oh, if you want, 'cause I've been thinking about your love. I'm wondering if you feel the same as me.
Hey guys, I just finished editing this video. It is 12:51 a.m., so yay. I wanted to give it a little bit of a better ending. However, immediately after the kayaking excursion, when we got back to the ship, my phone decided to break, like completely stop working. So yay for that. I did force one of my family members to take a video, and that's what I'll close out with. But if you watched to the end of this video, or if you've watched to the end of any of my videos, I want to say thank you. It means a lot, and I love you guys. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye.